Hey, so what it do, yo? Hey, so picture, man, check game. I'm in a state, man. I'm in a good state. I'm starting to see things and feel things and understand things and comprehend things. You know, like I'm learning that we take a lot of things for granted. And it's funny how when we take for granted, we always have this wild ass idea that it's something usually materialistic. But I'm talking about taking things for granted. You know, like really thinking about where we are today, man. 4 years ago, like I told y'all earlier, I jumped off a bridge without a life jacket, man. I literally left what some people would call a successful job to go start off on a venture for me, Gregory Green. I'm not just the owner of IceGreen snowballs. I'm not just this little manager dude that do this or this person, man. I'm pretty diverse in what I do and how I move. Pretty sharp person, man. And today I'm proud of myself. You know, it's funny how we always tend to want to talk to people when we in a state or a bad state or a situation, you know. But today I want to talk about being proud and why I did what I did. So I made this move 4 years ago, not just for economic reasons, obviously. I mean, because it's been completely a 180 since I left the government, but since working for the government, I should say, because the government is great, but I love my city, my country. But while working as a federal employee, I should say, how about that? You know, I really want to be correct, and I'm understanding that miscommunication really is the leading cause of conflict. You know, and we really need to start being cognitive of what we say and how we say it, especially if we're gonna get in front of this thing. But again, back to the whole 4 years, man. So 4 years ago, I took this leap, man, and did my little journey. And it wasn't just about the business. It wasn't just about me. So for the last 4 years, my son started the 9th grade around the same, he was actually in the 9th grade when I made this transition. And I'm super excited today because I tell you 4 years ago, just like we all know, no conflict, no issues, a few hiccups and whatnots. This dude will be graduating on Tuesday, and I'm thankful to God that it's been without conflict and it's been a fairly smooth ride. Shouts out to Prince George's County, Maryland, man, and the school system for what they do for our kids that don't get acknowledged. We get put in the limelight all the time for those hiccups, but these people work hard every day. They work hard with my kid. I can stand here today and tell you that they took a kid that wasn't as confident in himself, and he wasn't as sure of himself as a young man, and the projects and the events and the relationships at the school, he's formed solid relationships with not only students but instructors and faculty. And I'm proud to say that we are parents of a student that's graduated from a public school. I think we get shot down a lot by what our public school teachers do. And shouts out to the teachers that's out here trying to get compensated for what they do, because it has been swept under the rug for far too long. Again, man, 4 years ago, we took this journey, not just for this business, but I got a chance to be home for my kids, and to be home maybe so much for me, but my kids would look at me and say I was probably just home a lot. But tell you a quick story. I'm one of those statistics that supposedly wasn't gonna make it based on what BET was selling on the world in the 1990s, right? So in 1992, I was the father of a child, a boy, when I was 15 years old. Actually turned 16 that year. He was born in May 21st. Never forget that day, man. I love my son to death. On that day, a lot changed in my life. I transitioned. I wasn't allowed to really be a kid to a degree anymore, so I had to mature up and man up. I was already living in a home with just my mom and my brother, you know, after multiple moves and whatnot. But at 15, I had a kid, you know, so fast forward, 20 years, here we are, and I'm looking at my son graduating high school without having to incur such a responsibility at such a young age, And I like to attribute that to the fact that I really took the step to really focus on them, Darius and Jeremiah, because I didn't get the privilege to be able to be there with Kyrie or Gregory or Nicholas as much as I have had the opportunity to be with my later two sons. And I probably go overly hard because I'm probably overcompensating for what I didn't get a chance to do with my other boys. And I won't say I have regrets, but I do wish that I had more opportunities and time to kind of just be their dad, you know, because I truly enjoy being that, because it gives me a chance to kind of reflect on my youth. So I didn't get a chance to be 15, 16 years old. I didn't get a chance to be 18 years old. I was sped up into an adulthood at a very young age. And I would say, man, it was a ride, you know, but I'm still here standing. My kids are adults. I love them to death, you know. But these 4 years have allowed me to dig in a little deeper and kind of find why those I ain't gonna say mishaps, because I love my son to death and I love the experience that I've gained from him. But at such a young age, I would say it really was a responsibility that I needed to be more mature to handle. So I don't mean any ill will to him, and I love him, and please just hear my words. But I say this to say I was here to kind of help these dudes kind of finesse and miss those things and opportunities that present themselves at such a vulnerable age. And I would say that I've won and I've gained. So what I don't make in economically, financially, I gained so much more in the ability to be able to assist and to witness. Now, not only assist, but witness these kids progressing and growing and building their relationships and seeing them evolve, and knowing that we're hopefully and prayerfully putting good product out here for the world to be able to absorb, so that they can absorb other great people. Again, we're trying to recreate what we've been doing and put something different in the world, and that's my responsibility as a dad. I don't feel the same, you know, everybody else may not feel the same, but that's just me. But anyway, 4 years ago we started this business, man. So being able to have those conversations and see their expressions when they come home from school, when you know it ain't right, you know, and you get a chance to talk to them and tell them about a few of your experiences while they're fresh on your brain. I would have missed all of that working. And I don't negate what work would have done for me economically, but man, I gained so much more in being able to be here and being able to talk to these dudes. So I would say to them, when your kids get here, give them some time. Find something that you like to do that's going to give you the ability to have that a part of your life. Again, you don't have to go spend 12 hours a day at somebody else's facility and you're missing out on so much more. You got to start weighing your pros and cons and your options. You got to start putting these things truly on the table and taking them seriously. Something's going to get lost. Something is going to get better. And some things are just going to take time. But it's a retraining of how we live, man. And that's what I'm trying to do with my life. So my senses are turned up super high. Tuesday, I get a chance to watch my kid grow up and graduate. You know, I get a chance to, just even tonight, man, my last one, 4, you know, Jeremiah, he's going to be doing his solo ensemble at Towson University tonight. And I mean, I'm just amped about the things that they're involved in, because I didn't really have the opportunity to at such a young age, you know what I'm saying? So I pray that this is beneficial to their lives. Y'all watch this shit 20, 30 years from now. I ain't mean to be rude. I was just trying to make it better for y'all. So, you know, and tell my grandkids I love them. I see y'all if I see y'all. But on everything, man, I just want to make sure that you all understand that this transition that I've been going through has been honest. It's been real. I've been having to maneuver and manipulate some situations and change some things because I couldn't continue to do the things that I was already doing. And that meant I need to make some dramatic changes. And dramatic changes meant not just leaving the job, but I dramatically had to cut ties with some things and some people. And I had to dramatically cut ties with some places and some things that I like to do so that I could kind of find me. And that's the journey that I've been on. And a part of that journey has been getting the opportunity to kind of chill out with my kids and really be just you know, instrumental. Instrumental means you ain't saying and doing nothing. You just playing your position in the back, man, you know. So, hey, I had a partner yesterday of mine. I got a chance, man, to chop it up with a good friend of mine, Mike Jeezy, man. And he told me that I needed to pin something, so I'm gonna do it. I don't know how far this shit will go. I don't know what it's about, but I'm gonna say it anyway, man. But if we were created in the image and likeness of God, then what are you? Then what are your responsibilities? So not only is it just how you look and how you walk and how you act, it's how he wants you to be. So that means we have to move in the same direction so that those that are beneath us can absorb what he's given to us. We got to stop being shallow and taking things for granted in our lives, man. God has been blessing us every day. He blesses us every moment. And every moment that we take for granted is a moment that we can regret, but we don't have to. Yeah. If we are created in his image and likeness, then what are you? I don't have to answer it. You can do it yourself. Be great. There is no such thing as fear. Fear are hiccups and things that you picked up when you were young that gave you the concept that these things could be negative. But trust me, if you stay positive and you try to keep positive people around you, people that's not on that bullshit, you try to stay in positive light and positive circles and do positive things and do shit the right way, man, I promise you positive things will come to you. I promise you it will. I guarantee you that it will. So with that being said, man, I'm going to turn it up. 2018, we put another one on the street, man. Darius, IceGreen, man. 3, he coming to you, man. Let's do it, Jeezy, man. Once a time. My boy. Love y'all, man.